Very good morning, everyone. We'll wait for a few more minutes for other members to join before we begin the session. Ma'am, join అవుతున్నారా? అవునా? ఓకే ఓకే రైట్ రైట్. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, madam.
A very good morning.
Can you start, sir?
We'll wait for one more minute, ma'am, before we begin.
Okay, sir.
Few members are joining. క్రోమ్లో ఫస్ట్ టైం ఓపెన్ చేస్తున్నాను. Okay, Madhavi ma'am. Ma'am, you're able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shall we start the session?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So a very good morning to all the faculty members who are teaching various courses of our PhD program. I welcome all of you to the orientation session on creation of assessment plan and uploading of marks into Aurora ERP. I request all the members to mute their microphones. I'm sharing my screen. Are you all able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We can see you.
Yeah. So this session is in continuation to our previous session, which was conducted few weeks ago. During the last session, we have explained regarding the creation of assessment plan for the courses being offered under PhD program, and we have explained in detail that we have 4 phases as part of reflective teaching learning methodology, and how much percentage of weightage needs to be given for each of the phases, and what kind of tools we can use for each of the phases, and how the plan needs to be created. It was explained in the last meeting, and we have got a few queries. We could clarify the queries of the faculty members after that meeting. And now we have come to know that several faculty have already created the assessment plan and conducting assessments as per the plan and being given to the students. And now because we are coming to the end of the term, and we are already delayed in terms of our ERP because of the technical reasons. We could not get this ERP ready and working for conducting assessments and for uploading marks. Now it is ready. It has been made ready. Whether you have conducted the assessments already or you are planning to conduct a few assessments now in this week, the ERP will help you in using any kind of assessment tool for assessing the performance of the candidates for whom you are teaching as part of the PhD program. So in this session, I am going to give you a demo on how to create the assessment plan, including all the assessment tools and allotting of marks and weightages, and also how to upload the marks once the assessments are created for various courses. So to explain you in detail about how this process takes place, I'm going to use one of the faculty members' username and password for giving you a demo. I request permission from whose ID, ma'am? Are we going to? Dr. Madhubala, ma'am. Dr. Madhubala, ma'am, is there in this meeting. Ma'am, if you permit us, we'll be using your credentials to create the assessment plan, which you have already shared to dds@aurora.edu.in. Is that okay, ma'am?
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, fine. Thank you, ma'am. Now, to begin with, we need to go to aurora.edu.in, which is the portal of Aurora University, and we need to click on login to log into the ERP. So, yeah, we already have Madhubala ma'am's credentials entered into the login screen. So I have username and password. So once you type your username and password, you need to click on login, which takes you in to the dashboard of your profile page. Here you need to click on the menu option. The menu button will be displayed using 9 dots. So you need to click on this menu option and select the assessment tab. So when you click on the menu option, there will be 3 tabs displayed to you: academics, scheduling, and assessment. Please select assessment tab. And once you click on the assessment tab, the courses that you are teaching for the PhD students will be displayed here. So if you are teaching only one course, it displays only one row. If you have multiple courses being taught, then it displays the courses as multiple rows. So if you want to create an assessment plan for the course that you are teaching, in this case it is Human Resource Management 1, which is being taught by Dr. Madhubala. For this course, the semester is PhD Term 1 22-23, which is already selected, and there are 2 registered students studying this course. There are no ongoing assessments, no assessments are created, so the number of assessments ongoing are 0. Graded assessments are also 0, nothing is graded. And there is a column called pattern and a column called grading scheme, which are need to be selected before you begin creating your assessment plan. Now here the grading scheme is by default Aurora deemed to be university grading scheme. If it is not selected, you need to click on this button and select the grading scheme as Aurora deemed to be university grading scheme. There is only one grading scheme which is created. So if it is already selected, you just need to leave it as it is. If it is not selected, if it shows update here, then you need to click on update and select Aurora deemed to be university grading scheme. Now, pattern is something that needs to be selected by every faculty before creating the assessment plan, because based on the pattern, various phases and the weightages of weightages allotted for each of the phases, assessment tools, all these are decided. So every faculty should click on update under the field pattern, click on select pattern, and from the drop down list select assessment pattern 2022. You must select only assessment pattern 2022. If you select any of the other options, then the type of pattern that we are using for PhD program will not match. So it is mandatory that you select assessment pattern 2022 as the option and click on submit. So once the pattern is submitted, you are now ready to create your assessment plan by adding various assessments. So for that to happen, you need to click on the name of the course. The name of the course is Human Resource Management here. So it is displayed as a hyperlink. So just click on the name of the course, which takes you to another page where the list of assessments created for that course will be displayed. So as of now, we don't have any assessments created for this course. So no assessments are displayed here. You need to click on add for creating each of the assessments. Now we have already received an assessment plan from Dr. Madhubala. This is the assessment plan shared by Dr. Madhubala, where we have 4 phases, and under each of the phases, the number of marks that are allotted for each of the assessment tool under that phase, as well as the weightage allocated for that, is given by her. So if you take class participation, total marks allotted for class participation are 5, and the weightage is also 5%. And the assessment is being conducted for each of the units, which means for each unit, the participation of the student is being assessed. But overall, the marks that are allotted are only 5. So this is one assessment tool. Then we have student journal, which is being given 10 marks with 10% weightage. And even this is being considered for assessment for every unit in the course. So you have 3 units. For each unit, the student is required to submit a student journal, which is evaluated for some marks, but the final marks for student journal will be 10 out of 100. Similarly, a test or quiz might have already been conducted using other tools such as Google Forms, and 10 marks for test or quiz and 10% weightage, and it is given for each of the units. Test or quiz is conducted for each of the units. And observation, we have 2 tools. Dr. Madhubala has used both the tools. One moment. So we have both the tools being used by Dr. Madhubala for this course. 5 marks for group discussion with 5% weightage and 10 marks for presentation with 10% weightage. And even these are being conducted for every unit. And coming to comprehension, she is using only 2 tools here. One is reflective essay with 20% weightage and case study with 10% weightage. Case study is being conducted for all 3 units, is being given for all 3 units, but reflective essay is not. Reflective essay is given for the entire course, so 20% weightage for reflective essay. Similarly, under practice, project is being used as a tool for assessment with 30% weightage. So even this is applicable to the entire course, not to each individual units. So if you look at this, for experience phase, total weightage used by her is 25%. And experience phase can have 10 to 30% of weightage. So 25 falls between the range, so that is fine. Similarly, observation phase has got 15% of weightage, so it needs to be 10 to 30%, so 15% is fine. Comprehension 20 to 40%, and she has taken 30% weightage for comprehension, and similarly for practice 30% weightage. So total weightage is 100%, and it is being evaluated for 100 marks, and this is how the marks are being allotted to various assessment tools. Now, before we proceed with creating the assessment plan, now we need to create the assessment plan by adding each of the assessments into the ERP portal as per the weightages that you have identified, and also whether it is applicable to single unit or multiple units. Now, my question to Dr. Madhubala ma'am is, ma'am, if you are allotting 5 marks for class participation, you want to take 5 marks for each of the units or 5 marks for all 3 units put together?
So for all the units together.
All the units together. So if you want to
Yes,
allot marks out of 5, suppose you give 5 out of 5, then you mean to say that student is present in all, for all units 100%. Participation is there in all units, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Even if it is not, even if you want to assess their performance for 5 marks in each unit individually, ma'am, then you might have to take average of all 3 units. Suppose they got 4 marks in unit 1, 3 marks in unit 2, 5 marks in unit 3, then you need to take average and upload a single mark into the ERP portal.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ma'am. So with that understanding, let us create an assessment plan. Let us create an assessment for class participation. So to create that assessment for class participation, you need to click on add. And when you click on add, the semester is automatically selected as term 1, and you have 3 options of 3 types of assessment that can be created as per ERP. Now here we have the first type called simple assessment, second category called assignment, and third category called quiz. Now simple assessment is the option that is to be chosen if the assessment does not require any kind of upload. You don't need to collect any information from the student. There is no document to be submitted. So let's say, for example, a group discussion. Group discussion happens either online or offline, but there is no document created by the student, and they need not submit anything to you if you conduct a group discussion. Similarly, for class participation, they don't submit any document. Okay, so such kind of assessments which do not require any kind of document to be uploaded will fall under simple assessment. Okay, so class participation comes under the category of simple assessment. Any kind of assessment that requires something to be uploaded. Okay, for assignment, student needs to submit a document. For reflective essay or abstract, student needs to submit a document. Presentation, suppose presentations are being given through PowerPoint software, and you want the presentation to be uploaded, then you can, in all such cases where uploads are required, you have to choose a second option called assignment. And the third option is a quiz, where you are giving some questions to them, and student needs to answer those questions online, either in the form of a multiple choice examination or in the form of a descriptive examination. So in such situation alone, you will be selecting quiz. Okay, so these are the 3 categories of assessments we have on ERP. For class participation, you need to select simple assessment. So once you select simple assessment, it asks for assessment name. Now the assessment name is class participation. Okay, you need to give some description. So you can say the performance of the student under this assessment is evaluated based on attendance and participation in the class in the entire course. Start date and end date can be taken as, because we are already at the end of the term. Okay, so whenever you want to upload these marks, you can set that as a period for start date and end date. Okay, and accordingly you can upload the marks, but generally the start date for this can be the beginning of the term. The term has begun on 24th of April, and the term is going to end on 1st of July. Okay, so you can take the time as 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock in the night. So I am typing 23:59, 11:59 as the end date or end time on 1st of July. Okay, so this is the duration for class participation being active. you can upload the marks under class participation only after this due date. So once this due date is completed on 1st of July, on 2nd of July, you can upload marks of the student. So, and the maximum marks being given for this assessment are 5. Pass marks are always 50%. So out of 5, they need to secure 2.5 marks. Course is human resource management. Grading category is experience phase, because class participation falls under experience phase. You need to select experience phase, and the weightage is also equal to marks. So weightage is 5%. Okay, so all these fields are mandatory. You need to give a name, describe, select start date and end date. Start date for class participation can even be today, because student is not submitting anything as part of this. Only when you will be giving the marks as part of the assessment, it needs to be decided based on the end date. So maximum marks, pass marks, so all these are mandatory fields. And once you enter all the details, click on next. And select all the students to whom this assessment is applicable. So you have 2 students here, and for both the students the assessment is applicable. So you can click on check this button for selecting everybody. Suppose you want to give a different assessment to different student and another assessment another student, you can select each one of them individually. So I am selecting both of them because class participation is an assessment tool used to assess all the students. Now we need to click on submit. So once you click on submit, a row is created in this page which displays the details of the assessment that you have created. So for this assessment, this is the start date, this is the due date, number of students are 2, okay, and yet to grade. It says yet to grade. Yet to grade means you need to click on this button after completion of the due date to allot marks. Until that time, it will not allow you to post any marks into the portal. So assessment is in progress. Please grade after assessment completed. So after July 1st, once you click on add to grade, it gives the list of students, and for each of them you can upload the marks and click on submit. And once you upload the marks and click on submit, you need to click on published button. So once you submit, this becomes published. Until that time it shows it as unpublished, but once you click, it shows it as published. You can even edit the assessment that is created by clicking on these 3 dots and click on edit. So it takes you back to the same window where you can edit date, start date, end date, anything can be edited even after creation. So if at all you want to extend the last date to few more dates, you can do that, okay, by clicking on this button and clicking on edit. So we have created one assessment tool right now from the assessment plan, that is for class participation. Similarly, you can create an assessment tool for student journal as well. And student journal is given 10 marks here. And if you're allotting 10 marks for each unit, then again, similar to class participation, you need to take average of the 3 and upload the marks at a time for the entire course under student journal. If at all you want to divide these 10 marks individually for each of the units. So let us say out of 10 marks, I want to give 3 marks for unit 1, 3 marks for unit 2, and 4 marks for unit 3. I want to give separate marks for each of the units and upload the marks into the portal accordingly. In that case, you need to create 3 assessments under student journal, 1 for each unit. So in what way do you want us to create this assessment, ma'am, Dr. Madhubala?
Sir?
Now, do you want us to divide these 10 marks into 3, 3 and 4? 3 marks for unit 1, 3 marks for unit 2 and 4 marks for unit 3? Or you want to evaluate each journal for 10 marks and take an average?
Sir, each journal for 10 marks and then take an average.
Take an average. Then in that case, we create only one student journal assessment, and you need to calculate the average manually and upload the marks into the portal. Okay, ma'am?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so we'll be creating only one entry for you. So again, click on add. And in the case of student journal, uploads are required because journal needs to be uploaded by the student. And in this case, if you want to allot marks for all 3 units together, then the student needs to upload the journal by putting journal entries of Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3 into one single PDF.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so if you are fine with that, you can create a single entry. If you are not okay with that, then you need to divide them into Unit 1, 2, 3, and also marks also to be divided. Because right now the portal cannot automatically average these three tools under journal and give you an average mark. That facility is not yet available.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ma'am. So you want them to upload a single PDF as a journal for all 3 units?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All 3.
Okay. So in that case, because upload is there for this kind of assessment tool, you need to select assignment.
Mm-hmm.
And the assessment name is student journal. It is to be evaluated through text. If it is assignment, if the category is falling under assignment, the name, after giving the name, under evaluate by, you please select a text. Ignore question paper and outcome, select only text. Okay, give a description. Under this assessment, students are required to upload the journal entries of all 3 units by uploading them in the form of a single PDF document. Okay, some description which is useful for the students to understand what you're expecting out of this assessment can be given as part of the description. And assignment submission type should be selected either as file upload or external link. You can give any type of option. Students can even upload a link. Suppose they have a Google Drive, they've uploaded their documents in Google Drive, they can even share their Google Drive link if you are okay with that. Otherwise, if you want a file to be uploaded, then you can click on file upload, followed by the types of files you want them to upload. You can have multiple options also. If at all they can upload PDF or Word document or a spreadsheet or a text file, you can select all 4 of them one after the other. If you want only PDF to be selected, just click on PDF file. If you want everything to be selected, you can click on select all. So if you click on select all types of documents are automatically made available for students to upload under this assessment. Only PDF, just have PDF selected and then move on to the next step. And in the next field, you need to select the start date and end date. Okay, so today is Tuesday. Let us say, because we are creating the assessment today and already some journals are already created, only the 3rd unit journal is pending. Okay, so you can keep it open from today. And the end date can be selected as either 1st of July or anywhere in the following week, because you might be taking classes till the end, and for them to write the journal and submit it, they might need some more days time. So probably either 3rd, 4th or 5th. Okay, for now I am selecting 5th of July, 11:59 PM as a due date for submission of student journal. Okay, I have set the end date and time. The maximum marks for the journal as per your plan are 10 marks. So you need to upload their performance in journaling by giving them marks out of 10. Pass mark is 5. They must get 5 marks at least to pass in this component. Grading category is experience phase. These 2 are automatically selected. You need not select them. Grading is again experience phase. Weightage is 10%. So click next, select all the students, click submit. So automatically, whenever an assessment is created under this course, all the students who are part of this course will be displayed with these assessment tools in their portal. So they can click on student journal and they can upload the document. Okay, once they upload the document, after the due date, when you click on add to grade, the document will be visible to you online. After going through the document online, you can directly award them the marks. So add to grade option will work only after the due date. Any editing again, click on this action button, go to edit and make any modification. So the second tool is also created, student journal. Now coming to the third tool under experience phase, ma'am, test or quiz. Have you already conducted the quiz using any other platform? Madhubala ma'am?
This is a test I gave it for Unit 2.
Only
And
for
Unit 3 I am
2.
planning to give another test, sir.
Unit 2 and Unit 3 you are planning to conduct tests.
Yes, sir.
Okay, will you be doing it on the portal or you have already conducted it?
Already Unit 2 I had conducted, sir.
How did you
Unit
conduct?
3 has to be given.
How did you
Sir,
conduct
I
the-
gave in the meeting only, I displayed the questions. They wrote by switching on the video
Okay.
and then sent the document to me.
So you have conducted an online
With answer.
proctored examination.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You are planning to conduct the Unit 3 as well in the same manner?
No, sir. As you say, with the help of ERP, I will conduct, sir.
Okay. So in that case, Unit 2 marks will be different and Unit 3 marks will be different. Okay, ma'am?
Okay.
Because for Unit 3 you are using online quiz or online test, but for Unit 2
Yeah.
you already conducted.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
It was
so-
already conducted.
So for the examination which is already conducted, you just need to upload the marks. Okay, but
Yes,
for the
sir.
exam that you are going to conduct, you need to also create a question bank, then create a question paper, and then conduct the examination on the portal. So both of these two will be two different
Okay.
tests under test or quiz, and marks also to be divided accordingly. So out of 10 marks, let us
Okay.
assume that the first test you have conducted for Unit 2 is for 5 marks, and the
Okay.
second test is for 5 marks.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. So I'm going to create the
Okay.
assessment according to that. So I'm going to click on add,
Okay.
and because it is no need of any upload or no need of any examination, Unit 2 is already done. You need to just simply click on simple assessment.
Okay.
Okay, so the name of this assessment is Unit 2 test.
Okay.
Conducted for the candidates through proctored online examination in Unit 2. Because it's already conducted,
Yes,
I
sir.
can take the start date and end date as today itself.
Okay.
Okay, the maximum marks will be 5, pass marks will be 2.5.
Okay.
Grading category is still experience phase. Weightage also should be divided, ma'am, because you are taking only 5 marks for Unit 2, weightage will also be 5. So for both the tests,
Okay.
5 plus 5, we are dividing the weightage into 5% plus 5%.
Yes.
So weightage is 5% and then click on next, select the students, click on submit. Okay, so Unit 2 test is also created. And here if you can see, because the due date is already over, I have selected a
Yeah.
few seconds ago. Now I can click on
Okay.
yet to grade to upload the marks. So this is applicable to all the courses, sir. If at all you have conducted some tests already, you need to create in this manner. And for each student, after clicking on yet to upgrade, give them the marks. Out of 5, how many marks they have secured. Similarly, if you want to give them any remarks about their performance, you can type your remarks here. Okay, so after giving the marks, you need to click on import marks and then complete the operation. Okay, I am not typing anything, ma'am, because it's a test that you have conducted. You can upload the marks according to their performance.
Okay.
I am coming back. So test Unit 2 is done. Now you want to conduct an online quiz. Do you want to conduct a multiple choice examination or you want it to be a descriptive examination online? What kind of examination do you want to conduct, ma'am?
Sir, quiz, multiple choice questions.
Multiple choice question. Okay, fine. So in that case, you need to click on add. Go to quiz. Okay, here after selecting the name, description, start date, end date, maximum marks, pass marks, everything, you will go to the second tab called questions. But in the second tab, for questions to be available, it is necessary that you create a question bank. So this is where you need to use another tab from the menu, which is called academics. Okay, so before coming to assessment, if you want to conduct any quizzes or tests, question bank is mandatory. So go to menu, click on academics. When you click on academics, the courses that you are teaching will be displayed here. So you are teaching only one course, Human Resource Management. Now click on the action button, this 3 dots button, and select question bank. So whenever you want to create a question bank for any course, go to academics, go to the subject or course that you are handling, click on the action button, go to question bank. So once you click on question bank, by default a question bank is being displayed here. You can ignore it or you can delete it if you want. Okay, but to create a question bank, you need to click add and select question paper. Click on add and select question paper. Ignore survey, general quiz and evaluation. These are available for creating different types of questionnaires as part of the ERP portal. But for the courses, if you want to conduct a quiz or descriptive examination, you need to select question paper after clicking on add button. So once you click on the question paper, it asks for a question bank. Okay, here the name of the subject is HRM. So I am giving HRM as the name of the question bank. If you want to create a question bank for each unit separately, so you can say HRM unit 1, HRM unit 2, HRM unit 3 and so on. So it's up to you what kind of name you want to give. You can modify it later. I am just typing it as HRM. Give a description. This question bank contains MCQs on all topics of HRM. Some sample description. Okay, select question paper alone. Type should be question paper only, don't modify it. Name of the subject will be Human Resource Management. Click submit. So once submitted, your question bank that you have created will be displayed here. Okay, and you need to click on add questions. Okay, for that particular row, go to the actions button, click on add questions. And when you click on add questions, it will take you to a completely new screen where you can start adding various questions to the question bank. And for adding every question, you need to click on add option. Whether you want to create a multiple choice question or a short answer question or a long answer question, you can decide while adding. So if you want to create a multiple choice question, go with the first option. Don't be confused with the name single choice. No, this option needs to be selected for creating an MCQ style of question paper. So I am selecting single choice question here. So a sample question is created for you. You need to click on edit option. Okay, and there are two tabs here, question and options. Under question, type the question that you want to create. Some default question I am typing. What is the meaning of HRM? Okay, under options, you need to type a label for each of the options. Answers. Okay, option A, option B, option C, option D. You need to give some name here. So whatever answer is there, I'm typing some random words. Option C and option D. These are my answers for the given question for multiple choice. So after typing it, just close it. Your question will be updated. Sorry, the question is not saved. Click on save. and then close it. Now once the question is displayed to you, select the right answer. Suppose out of these 4 options, option D is the right option. So select that option, click on that option, click on edit. Okay, and under score, if that is the right answer, if he selects that answer, then how many marks you are awarding. Suppose I am awarding 1 mark for every correct answer. So make it 1. You can make it 2, you can make it 3, it's up to you. Depending upon number of marks you want to allot for each question in a quiz, you can select this score, click next, okay, and click submit. So in this case, one single question is created, okay, which is a multiple choice question, and the right answer that you have selected will be displayed to you in this manner. Now while creating these questions, it is also possible to select the difficulty, okay, enter the unit details and CO details, okay, and so on. But for now, for term 1, these are not required to be created now because we are running short of time. You can add each and every question according to this and create your question bank ready. Okay, so if you want to add one more question, another multiple choice, click on add. Okay, so again second question is displayed to you. Go to edit, type your question, click save. Go to each option. You can even type the options here. You need not do it from that window alone. You can type each of the options here. Okay, you can delete some options. Suppose you want it to be a true or false question, you can have only 2 options. You can say true for the first option, false for the second option. You want 3 options, you can create any number of options. Okay, and again, if you want to set the answer for this, option C is the correct answer. Click on edit, give it a score, 1 mark for this, click next and submit. Okay, so 2 questions are created. So like this, you can create any number of questions in the question bank. So once the question bank is created, go to the menu option, click on assessment. Go to the subject, okay, now I need to create a quiz for this. Click on add, click quiz. Under here you are conducting this quiz for unit 3, so I say unit 3 quiz, give it a description, start date can be given as today if the quiz is ready, end date can be given as end of the term or anywhere in the next week. Set the time. Maximum marks are 5, pass marks are 2.5. Grading category is experience phase, weight is also 5%. Click next. It takes you to the next tab called questions. Here, select the quiz type as question paper. Click on create question paper. I will show you once again. Under question paper is not yet created, we only created question bank. So click on create new. Give it a name. Select manual without template. Semester as PhD term 1. You can ignore the things that are not selected. Select online. Any instructions, you can put the instructions here. Question paper code is optional. Okay, you don't need to select any of these options. Select only those things that I am showing here. Examination type online. Come to question bank. Select HRM. Number of copies, you can leave it. Total marks are, you're conducting this for 5 marks. For now, please select approved as status. Generally, if question papers are being created in a usual setup, after creating the question paper, it should be approved by some other committee. For now, we are giving the rights to make it approved after creating the question paper. So, under status, you select approved. Ignore printing arrangements and examination arrangements. All these things can be ignored. Click on submit. Here you need to actually add questions. The tab is not being made visible here. So from the question bank, whatever questions are created, they will be shown here. You just need to select which questions should become part of it and click submit. Okay, there is something wrong here with the portal. It is not displaying with the question bank. Okay, we'll get back to you on this later. But this is the procedure for creating question bank online. And after that, after adding the questions, you need to select the students and click on submit. So unit 3 quiz is also created here. Okay, you want to change anything related to unit 3 quiz, you can go to edit and make modifications to that. Okay, so there is some problem in creation of the quiz. We'll get back to you on that later. We'll share a manual with the process specifically for creating quiz in few hours of time after completion of this presentation. I don't know why it is not working. So here we have created the assessment for experience phase. Now we are left with observation, comprehension and practice. Okay, only for quiz or test it's a little bit complicated, but everything else is straightforward. It won't be taking much time for you in creating the assessments in other cases. Only for test or quiz, because it requires a question bank to be prepared, you need to add all those questions, only then the paper can be prepared. Otherwise, every other assessment is straightforward. So moving on to observation, we have two tools here, group discussion and presentation. Okay, it is being conducted for all the units, but finally the marks are to be uploaded by taking average. So assuming that average will be taken and uploaded, we create one group discussion and one presentation as per these weightages. So to do this, Madhubala ma'am, for presentation, do you want the students to upload their presentation?
Sir, no, they just displayed it and they gave the presentation.
Okay.
Now I collect the PPTs from them.
Okay, so if you want the
I'll ask them
PPTs to be uploaded, then you can give that option to them for uploading. And
Okay.
how many presentations have you conducted, ma'am? 2 or 3?
No, in unit 1 group discussion was there. Unit 2 and unit 3 presentations.
Okay, so unit 1 group discussion. So group discussion is only once. So for that,
Yes, sir.
click on add. Group discussion does not require any kind of upload. So go to simple assessment. So the name of this is group discussion. In unit 1, it's already done, so you can select the start date and end date as today. Marks allotted are 5, pass marks are 2.5. Grading categories, observation phase. Now we are selecting observation phase here. Weightage is 5%. Click next, select the students, submit. Group discussion is done. Now the next tool is presentation. Presentation is for 10 marks. So if you want to upload the average of unit 2 and unit 3 presentations, where the student needs to upload both the presentations as a single PDF, then one one tool is enough. Otherwise, you need to create two tools for presentation. So, if you permit, ma'am, I'll create separately for unit 2 and separately for unit 3. Is it okay, ma'am?
Okay, sir.
So, they will be uploading the PPT presentation for unit 2 separately, unit 3 separately. You need to give 5 marks for unit 2, 5 marks for unit 3.
Unit. Okay, sir.
So, as there is upload now, you need to click on assignment, presentation. Let us call it as unit 2 presentation. Evaluate by select text. Description you can modify later. I am just typing the same here. Unit 2 presentation. Assessment type is file upload.
Unit 2 presentations.
Yes, ma'am. Unit 2 presentation. Is this right, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So assignment file allowed is PDF. Unit 2 is already done. So I am selecting.
Yes, sir, done.
Yeah, selecting start date and end date as today. Maximum marks are 5. 2.5 pass marks. Category observation. Weightage 5%. Next, select the students. Submit. So unit 2 presentation is also created. Similarly, we need to create unit 3 presentation by again clicking on assignment. Unit 3 presentation. Evaluate by text. Describe. Submission type is file upload. File is PDF. Start. This is not yet over, ma'am, or is it also completed? Presentation is done for unit 3.
No, sir, presentation is not done.
So
for unit
I'm
3.
setting the start date as today.
Okay.
By what time are you planning to complete? 1st of July?
Third.
Third?
Next Thursday, I gave them to do the presentation, sir.
Next Thursday, ma'am.
Yes, sir. July
Okay, for now I am setting
1, 2, 3, 4.
Thursday is 6th of July.
Okay.
Maximum marks are 5 again. 2.5 pass marks. Grading is observation phase. Weightage is 5%. Next. Select the students and submit. So we are done with observation phase also. Next, comprehension, you have two tools, reflective essay and case study. Reflective essay and case study both require some upload. Okay, and case study is being used for how many units, ma'am?
Case study for first and second units, sir.
First and second units. And reflective essay for?
For all the 3 units
For
together.
all the 3 units together. So you need to create 2 links for case study, 2 assessments for case study, one for unit 1, one for unit 2, 5 marks each.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So again go to add, same procedure, sir. For any type of assessment, click on assignment because upload is required here. Unit 1 case study, evaluate by text, add description, file upload, PDF, start date is today. These things might have already been given, right, ma'am? So can I select end date also as today?
Yes, sir.
So 5 marks for unit 1, 2.5 is the pass mark.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
they didn't upload. Can we change the dates, sir? Because they didn't upload
Oh,
it.
yes. We can change the date, ma'am. We can.
Can we push it to July, sir? Same date, July 7th, sir.
We'll make it July 6th, ma'am, because we need to declare the results
Okay.
by the end of that week.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so you after submission you have to again evaluate them and finalize the marks. So we are selecting 6th of July.
Okay, sir.
Okay, 2.5 marks. Comprehension phase, weightage is 5%. Next, select the students, submit. Similarly for unit 2 also, There is case study. So this is unit 2 case study, evaluate by text, describe, file upload, PDF, start date is today, end date is 6th of July. Same marks.
Can you please tell about this evaluate by text? What are the other options, sir?
Sir, ignore question paper and outcome, sir. Only text is applicable here for any kind of assignment. You don't need to select any of these options. Select only text.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Right. Category comprehension. Weightage is 5%. Click next, select students and submit. So case study is done, ma'am. We just need to create reflective essay.
Okay.
So that also requires an upload. So you click on assignment. Name is reflective essay. Evaluate by text. Reflective essay on the entire course. Type is file upload, PDF. Start date is today. End date is 6th of July, 11:59 p.m. For this you are allotting 20 marks. So maximum marks are 20 and pass marks are 10, 50% for every assessment. Comprehension phase, weightage is 20%. Click next, select the students, submit. And we are left with the final phase, which is practice, where you are giving them a project for 30%, which also requires an upload. They need to upload their project document or thesis or a code. Okay, or if it's a review, project is in the form of a paper review, they need to upload a review. Project can also be in the form of a case study, so they can upload a case study report. So whatever it is, it requires an upload. So that also needs to be created as part of assignment. Give the description, select file upload. If you have multiple files required to be uploaded, only then you need to select external link, because they can store multiple files in a folder on Google Drive and give you the link of Google Drive. If it's a single file, always choose file upload. Select the date, start date, end date I am giving the same, 6th of July as end date. Maximum marks for this are 30 and the pass marks are 15. Category in this case is practice phase, weightage 30%. Click on next, select the students and submit. So we have created all the assessments that are planned as part of the assessment plan for Human Resource Management course by Dr. Madhubala ma'am. Now all these assessments will be immediately made visible to all the students, and they need to submit all these things by the due date. If there is no submission, after the due date, faculty can click on the Add to Grade button to award marks to any of these assessments. If there is no upload, marks needs to be entered directly. If upload is required, then the uploaded document will be visible to the faculty online. Go through the document, you can even download it. Okay, after you assess it, award the marks online and click on submit. So creation of assessment plan, this is the procedure. And for uploading marks, Add to Grade is the only button that you will be given with. So award the marks, okay, and then click on submit. So here, because it is project, submitted status is not submitted and not graded. So once they submit, you will be able to see the document. Okay, so if there are any queries on this, okay, whatever features I have just explained, if you have any queries, I request the faculty members to come forward, and the forum is open for discussion. Madhavi ma'am, if you would like to add anything to this, I request Dr. Madhavi to add to this, otherwise we can proceed with the question answer.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, this is Dr. Aslam.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, what will be the last date for the submission
Sir,
for the student?
actually the term is ending on 1st of July, sir. You
Okay,
can give
sir.
them few more days time in the coming week, next week. Their
Okay.
term, the
Then whether I
next term will be beginning on 8th of July, so they should be able to submit, and the grading also should be completed by 7th of July at least.
Okay, sir. Sir, can I take on the 5th of July as the last date?
You can, sir.
Okay.
You can take
And
5th of
after the submission of all the things by the student, I have to evaluate on the 6th or the 7th, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You need to evaluate and award them the marks.
Sir, my next question is that in the assessment plan, there is a journal, student journal.
Yes, sir.
Sir, that means the student have to refer the journal according to the unit, or they have to refer the journal on the whole subject?
So journal
May I interrupt here, sir?
Journal is not by
Sorry.
referring to with a research journal, sir. Journaling means a student is required to write about the class that is conducted by you.
Okay, that I have given. That I have given.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why
That is the journal.
I was a little bit confused. I was little bit confused on that journal. That's why.
No. It's student journal, sir. No,
Okay, that's
it is the entries that they are creating after every class. 1 or 2 paragraphs they write about each class.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Madhvi ma'am, you are saying something.
Nothing, sir, about journal only.
Okay.
Sir, I just wanted to clarify that it is a student journal.
Yeah.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Myself, Dr. Chandrasekhar, sir.
Good morning, sir. Very good morning. Tell me, sir.
I'm handling this constitutional law. Just
Yes.
started 4 days back,
Yes.
last week, Wednesday.
Okay.
So, little more time, actually, I have to plan for the other classes.
Yes, sir.
So,
Sir, we will discuss with you, sir. We'll give you a call after this. We'll give you some time for completion. Because we started late, you obviously require more time for completion.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Dr. Lobo, you have any queries, sir?
Sir, I have one more doubt.
Yeah,
Can I ask?
tell me, sir. Dr. Aslam, please tell.
Sir, can you provide the recording of this or any manual or the PPT for this assessment?
Sir, I will share this recording with you.
Okay.
And very soon we'll also share a document because we thought even going through the document might be a little difficult for you to understand. So initially we have planned to conduct this orientation session, but then we'll also share a document with you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Recording will be shared with you by the end of the day. Sir, any questions?
Sir, I want to ask,
Yes, sir. Dr. Lobo, please tell me.
yes, you see, I will be finishing mostly this week,
Okay.
my teaching part.
Okay.
So candidate has to submit, there is a project model making or reviews and other things.
Okay. You can take
So
time till the next
can I
week for
extend it up to
submission.
6 for submission of things?
Yes, sir. Next week also you can use for submissions.
Okay. Yeah, no, teaching I'm finishing, no problem on that.
Okay, that is fine. That is totally fine.
Yeah, because, candidate has to go through, make
That's true, sir. We understand that. So we
the
can,
project on or model making reviews
they'll be needing
and
some
other
time to
things.
submit.
It will take some time.
Yeah. So you can do that till next week, not an issue.
Yes. Yes. And one more thing, you explained all this, online, that question making and all,
Yes, sir.
ERP system.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm not very familiar with it. So
Okay.
far, I have been taking through email, the reports, documents and other things for assessment.
Okay. Sir, if you have
So he's been
conducted a
sending.
quiz on Google Forms, if already done,
No,
or
email
if you
attachment.
want to do it using Google Forms also, is fine for now. Okay, you can conduct
So,
the quiz using Google
can
Forms.
they be uploaded straight?
You can upload the marks directly. But the
No, no, no,
documents
I have
that are
not
submitted by the
conducted anything on Google.
candidates, we request you to create an assessment for each of such.
No, I am sending him things and he,
Sir, please can you repeat? I could not understand what you're saying.
okay, but now from your IT department or anything, I need little bit help so that how I can, you explain
Yes,
one,
yes, yes.
but
We'll help
I'm
you,
not very
sir.
familiar with it.
We'll help you. Miss Sumalata, my PA, will be there
Okay,
to
thank you,
help you in
that's
creating all the
that's all.
assessments. You may contact her on this
Okay,
phone
okay.
number. I'm sharing it on the text
Thank you, sir.
on the chat window. You please note down her phone number and you can contact her regarding any type of creation of the test.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome, Lobo. Any other queries, sir?
Sir, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Like we have a one tools assignment tool
Yes, sir.
in comprehension phase.
Yes, sir.
Suppose we select the assignment tool, then
Yeah.
question like test question need to be upload along with the answers. Like test, we are uploading the questions, we are creating the question. Then what
Yes.
about assignment, sir?
So in the case of assignment, sir, if you want to give a question, you can add that question in the description itself.
Okay. Description.
Yeah, under description, you can add the question.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, so obviously for assignment, there will be only one question, right, sir?
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah, one or two questions, whatever it is, you can use the description option to describe the document that is to be uploaded by the student in the form of a question. You can type your questions as part of assignment.
Yeah.
Any other queries, sir?
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Sir, student journal, it is the soft copy or written format, sir?
Sir, student journal can be either in written form or in soft copy form.
So any common formats are there, sir, from that
Sir,
common format?
student journal needs to be for every class that is being conducted. So lecture 1, they need to put the date on which the lecture 1 was conducted and 1 or 2 paragraphs about lecture 1. Similarly, for lecture 2, date, 1 or 2 paragraphs on lecture 2, lecture 3, lecture 4 and so on. So there is no specific any predefined format, but you can follow this method and you can request the students to submit them in that manner. Now, right now, because we are in the initial stages, we could not create an online facility for entering student journal online itself. But from the next term onwards, it is getting ready. Students need not write it on paper and then upload. They can directly type their journal entries into the ERP portal. So right now, if they are writing them on paper, ask them to submit by scanning all the entries, convert them into PDF and upload the PDF online.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
But it needs to be in the form where every journal entry for every lecture is clearly mentioned. Lecture-wise journal entries are made.
Okay, sir.
Right, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Sir, this is Dr. Tarun.
Yeah, tell me, Dr. Taran.
Yes, sir. Already I have conducted few assessments.
Okay.
Like Google quiz, I have been finished 1 or 2.
Okay.
At the same time, regularly they are submitting journals either in WhatsApp or email.
Okay.
So when I'm creating my assessment plan,
Yeah.
so instead of keeping an option like that, instead of upload, can I upload the marks directly?
Sir, we also need to have record of all these documents being created by the students in our ERP portal. Okay.
Yeah. So what I have done is whatever the Google Forms have created and whatever the submission they are making to my mail ID, that is the guest mail ID.
Okay. You also please request them to upload the same documents into the ERP portal because they have the documents already with them. They just need to upload these documents under each of the assessments for the ERP portal. For quizzes, suppose you are conducting a multiple choice quiz, already done that using Google form, you won't have anything to upload. So what you can do is you can just simply create a simple assessment for quiz and upload the marks.
Yeah, even I have created the Google form also in the guest 10 email.
Okay. But the students
that
need to
way.
upload the documents, sir. We need a record of those documents because when assessments are being done, when you're awarding marks, we also need those records as a proof that the students have taken part in these activities online.
Second thing is, sir,
Yes, sir. Dr. Tarun, we are unable to hear you. Hello? Any other queries, sir? I think Dr. Tarun is having some problem with his microphone.
hello.
Yes, sir. You're
Yes,
audible.
sorry, sir. Just there is an interruption.
No problem, no problem. Tell me, sir.
So for presentation, I asked them to prepare a presentation
Okay.
on some topics as well as present it before all other classmates as well as me in front of me, and I want to make it a section recording.
Okay.
So that file need to be uploaded. It takes, I think that maybe take a few little bit large in size.
You mean to say they need to upload a video file, sir?
Yeah.
No, video file upload is not possible directly. You can ask them to upload an external link. They can upload the file into a drive and share the link to that drive. They can even upload the video on YouTube and share a YouTube link. Okay, that is better, sir. YouTube link is better because if it is Google Drive, then again we need permissions and all. Unless they give permissions, we won't be able to view. Let them upload it on Google, YouTube and share the link of the file.
Okay.
Okay.
So further, one more thing. Further, if we need any queries,
yes, sir.
Can you post in the WhatsApp group?
You can freely post in the WhatsApp group, sir. We are available always on the WhatsApp group to support you. You can even contact Ms. Sumalata. Her number is posted in the chat. You can contact her over phone directly. Okay, even I will be available on phone. You can even contact me anytime. We'll be able to support you in this. Not an issue, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. So if there are no
Sir, if everybody permits, I just wanted to add one point here.
Yeah, ma'am, please do add your points.
Sir, there is a small difference between student journal, reflective essay and assignment. I just wanted to clarify that because this is the area where majority of the faculty are having a lot of doubts, especially when I have discussed with my faculty also, because two of the faculty, Subhashini ma'am and Madhubala ma'am, belong to my campus.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of doubts regarding this. I just wanted to clarify that one more time.
Yeah, please.
Student journal is entirely an informal piece of communication that the students write while the class is going on. So it may contain some of the contents which the faculty are teaching, but it need not be in the form of an assignment or a essay. It is just a piece of writing which the students will be having. They can write their observations, they can write their feelings, they can write their emotions, and they can upload that. By looking at the journal, you can assign the marks. So you can use it as a piece of thing for evaluation. But still there is a difference between a reflective essay and a student journal. A reflective essay is a more structured form of writing where you will be guiding them towards a question. You might be asking a question like write a reflective on a essay on a data structure, write a reflective essay on a HRM concept, like that. So for that, if the students are reflecting their own understanding through different concepts, that is a reflective essay. And in an assignment, you can ask them to write some definitions, you can ask them to write about some case studies, which will be too much specific on the content. So in a reflective essay, the difference between an assignment and reflective essay is that in an assignment, majority of the content will be formal. While it comes to reflective essay, the students have to write their understanding also. So that is the basic difference. In an assignment, we don't expect them to write something about their understanding, but in a reflective essay, they have to write about their understanding also. That is the basic difference. So there is a small technical difference between all these things. I just wanted to clarify that one more time, because anyway we have come to an end, and in the majority of the faculty I have seen that reflective essays are given at the end. In the third and second unit and the third unit's reflective essays are post. Probably you might be asking the students to present an essay here. So that is the reason I am clarifying one more time.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Madhvi ma'am. I think that has given a better idea on the difference between reflective essays, journals, and assignments. If you still have any queries, you can ask us. Sivasundar Pandian, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Tell me, sir.
In third part, you have given a project, no, sir?
Yes, sir.
In this part, thesis, any special format is that for thesis?
No, sir. It's a class level, course level project, sir. It need not have a similar structure like a major project thesis. You can decide the format. Project need not be in the form of a main project. It even need not have a thesis. If you want them to submit a small dissertation containing various topics as per a regular thesis, you can decide the format. We did not fix any format for class level or course level projects.
Okay, sir.
Okay, there is no specific format. It's totally instructor led, so you can decide the format for that. So I think there are no more queries from anybody else in the meeting. So we have come to the end of this session. I thank all the faculty members for sparing their valuable time in attending this orientation session. I hope we are successful in helping you understand how to create the assessment plan in the ERP, as well as uploading of marks. In the case of quiz, there is a gap because of the technical difficulties. So if you have any other queries related to any kind of assessment creation in the ERP, you can, like I said, either post in the WhatsApp group, or you can contact Ms. Sumulata or myself at any point of time for any kind of clarification in this regard. We're always here to help, so feel free to contact us. And thank you, Dr. Madhvi ma'am, for joining the session and also shedding light on a few topics related to reflective assessment. And going ahead, I request all of you to create your assessment plans immediately and complete the grading of candidates by the end of next week, because the term 2 will be beginning very soon, starting from 8th of July. So before that, we need to declare the results. So I thank all of you for joining the orientation session once again. Okay, good day to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.